everyone, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing kind of like a get ready with me, all while I'm trying out something that I recently bought, and that is the Paris Hilton Rosy Garden Eye and Cheek palette. So that's what the front looks like. Really pretty packaging. Then you open it up and this is what it looks like. So it has some really nice colors in there, very much my style. I like the nude colors. So this is really pretty, and the sizes of them are insane. I'm just so shocked. And then it has like a mascara and a pencil over here. That looks awesome. So I'm excited to try this out. For those of you guys who don't know this about me, I am like a huge Paris Hilton fan. I grew up with Paris Hilton. You know, I grew up in the days of The Simple Life, and yeah, she's just like my OG queen. So I'm super excited. Most of you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you guys know that I am majorly obsessed with Paris Hilton fragrances. I love them all. That is what I'm hoping is underneath the Christmas tree this year, is more of her fragrances. Literally, that's all that I wear is Paris Hilton fragrances. So I'm kind of excited. This is my first time trying out any of her makeup products. So we're going to give this a go. So in case some of you were wondering, I picked this up at Marshall's for $6.99. It says to compare at $9. So this is fairly cheap. So if you're looking for like a gift for someone, maybe this might be it. We're going to test it out first though and see what it's like. So I already have my foundation on. I did my brows just because there's no brow product in here. So I did all that stuff beforehand so I can dig right in and try out this palette. So I took the plastic off. Right down here we have a highlighter. Up here we have a blush, we have 8 eyeshadows, we also have a pencil and a mascara. So that is a nice little kit. So I'm going to start with this color here. It's kind of like a silvery taupe shade. It's on the lighter end. And I'm going to kind of do this all over my lid. Ooh, that's a pretty color. I do like it. If you guys see me looking, I have a mirror right there, so that's what I'm looking at. But it is really pretty. I do like that shade. I don't think I have a shade quite like it. And it's blending really good. I do like it. And now you guys, this isn't like a makeup tutorial or anything. I'm not good at those, but this is just kind of like a first impression. I'm going to be using this how I would normally just do my regular day-to-day makeup. So in case you're curious, this is what I do. I was just checking to make sure I was still recording because I thought that the red light wasn't on and I would have done all this for nothing. That would have sucked. But it's on. I think the next color that I'm going to use, what shade do I want to do? I'm going to go for this color right here. It's like a taupe color. A taupe slash pink shade. I don't know, you guys. It's just, it's pretty. Alright. So this I'm just going to put like in the outer V. I'll pretend I know what I'm talking about for a second. But I'm actually really liking these shades, these eyeshadows. They are pretty and they are blending very well. They are a tiny bit powdery, I'm not gonna lie, but I mean, for the price of them, it's really not that bad, actually. I mean, I have shades that cost $20 an eyeshadow, and I get fallout like that too. So I do have some fallout I can see over here, but I am using a bigger brush because this is my favorite brush. But that ain't bad. So I think I'm going to add in a matte color. I'm going to go with this shade right here. To me it's like a burgundy purple color. Don't you just love my descriptions of colors? The matte shades, again, a little bit powdery but nothing too crazy. I'm just adding that on the outside. I do like these. Now normally if I wasn't like filming this video here, I probably would have put my foundation on after doing this, but yeah, that's not bad. I don't really mind it. So you guys can see there's a lot of fallout there, so I'm just gonna wipe that off. This is a, what is this? A Real Techniques brush. And I use this a lot lately to clean up. And it works, does the thing. But yeah, so you guys can see the colors. I really like them. I mean, I'm really surprised at how good they are. Just because normally, you know, I've tried palettes that come from Marshall's before. And to me, it's always very like tween quality, you know, like something you would give like a girl that's just in her tween phase who's just starting with makeup. That's usually like the quality I find, but this is actually pretty good. I mean, especially for $6.99. I'm really surprised. So that actually looks pretty good. I might do a highlight color. Let me see if I have a smaller brush. So for the highlight color, I'm just gonna go with this light shade right here. It's like a light baby pink white shade. And as you guys can see, it is a little bit powdery, but you know, I mean, nothing crazy different from what I'm used to. You know, for shades that are much more expensive than this whole palette. I don't even know if that did anything for me. My skin is so light that I tend to find that doing highlights and stuff doesn't really do much since I'm like all highlight. You know, I don't know, but I do it anyways just for fun. Yeah, I like that. So I do like how that turned out. It actually is really pretty. So this is pretty much what I usually do for my typical everyday makeup look. It's just really simple, a few colors, you know, just to give a little bit of oomph, but that's it. I just don't have time to sit there and, you know, be precise and perfect with it. So right here I have the eyeshadow pencil, which I have not used an eyeshadow pencil to like actually do my eyeliner in a long time. So I'm gonna try and do this so you guys can see it, and also where I can see it in the mirror because, you know, setup problems. But we're just gonna try it and see how it goes. I mean, it's probably not my most favorite. It is a little bit kind of still hard, so I'm just going to tap it here on the back of my hand, and that will kind of warm it up a bit and get it so maybe it will work a little bit better because it is brand new. So I usually do this with all my black eyeliners or eyeliner pencils. So we're going to try that out now. So I have one eye lined. I mean, it's not bad, but I think for me, I'm not used to using an eyeshadow pencil on my lid. You know, I'm used to using like a gel liner or even like a felt tip liner. I'm just not used to a pencil, which back in the day, you know, when I was in high school, this is what I used. So it's just been a hot minute since I've done it, but I mean, it's not that bad. But I probably would prefer my gel liner that I have just because I find it to be so much easier. Alright, next to finish off the eyes, we're going to try out the mascara. So it's just like a travel size. And it just has a very basic brush. Probably not my favorite brush. Again, you know, we all have our preferences, but we'll try it out, we'll see. So let me give this a go. So I think this one is probably not my favorite mascara. To me, it's just not for me. It's just not quite the best that I have ever used. I mean, it's just doing a little bit, but nothing like what I would expect, you know? I mean, I really can't even see too much of it on my lashes, so just not a huge fan. But I'll finish this up and Maybe I'll have to do like a second coat. We'll see. Alright, so I did 2 coats of the mascara, and it just doesn't work the way I'd like it. I mean, it's very subtle, you know, it's nothing that I'm used to. I'm kind of used to things that are more like pop, you know. If you like a subtle mascara, this might be for you. I assume that if you're giving this to like a younger girl, you know, like a younger teenager or something, this might be perfect because it's not going to be too much. However, if you're someone like me who wants, you know, some volume and some, you know, lashes, this mascara is not going to do it. Same thing with the pencil. I mean, the pencil's okay. The mascara, you know. I have other products that I do like better, but so far the eyeshadows are my favorite. I love those. Next I'm going to do my blush. I'm just going to dip into this color here that says My Vibe. It's a really pretty color. This is actually like the shade of blush that I wear most often. It's just a very neutral shade, which I do like. So this one is really nice. I like blushes that are more on the subtle side that you can build up versus blushes that are, you know, super overpowering to begin with. I like building them up. So this one I'm getting like a really pretty color that I can just build how I want it. So I do like that. I think that's really pretty actually. I love it. So yeah, that's perfect. And I love the size of this one too. That is awesome. Next I'm going to take the highlighter, which says Dreamer on it. And I'm just going to do this kind of right through here. And again on this side. One thing with me is I'm not like a huge highlight fan. I like just a little bit, but where I'm so fair skinned, I have a hard time with highlighters just because sometimes they just don't look that great, you know? But again, this one is more subtle, which I like. Me, myself, I like blushes and highlighters and bronzers that are more on the subtle side, stuff that I can build. And I can do that. So this is like where I would draw my line for highlighting, just because I'm just not a huge fan of having it be like super blinding or anything. So I think that's how I'm pretty much going to leave it. I'm going to finish up my lips with my own lip color because there is no lip color in this kit, and I'll be right back. So hang on. Alright guys, so here is the final look using the Paris Hilton Rosy Garden palette. I really like the eyeshadows and the blush and the highlighter. Those are my favorites out of this. I absolutely love the colors. They blend like a dream. Just love those. The eyeliner pencil in this is just pretty much normal, neutral, you know, it's a pencil, it does what it needs to do. Probably not something that I would use for like liner like I did here, but I just wanted to try it out how I normally do my makeup. So that one, it's okay. Now the mascara on the other hand, that is just not my favorite. I just don't like how it worked for me. If you're giving this to someone who's perhaps younger and they just want like a subtle look, they might really like it because it's just going to be fairly light. But for me, you know, where I like things that kind of pop, it just doesn't perform how I like it to, so I'm just not a fan of the mascara. So as for the Paris Hilton Rosy Garden Eye and Cheek Palette, I do give this a recommend. I love the eyeshadows, I love the blush and the highlighter. I think they're fantastic, especially the way that I use my makeup. I really do like them. So for me, they're worth the $6.99 that I paid for this. The mascara though, just not a fan. Alright guys, so as always, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, I will see you later. Bye.